So let's look at 2b. All right, the thing about this problem, you got to look at both sides. And the first thing I notice on the left side for the denominators, I've got the same factors with different signs, which means eventually I'm going to have difference of squares. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm skipping a step. All right, now, what would I have multiplied to this first denominator? I would have multiplied cosecant x minus 1. That factor times 1 is cosecant x minus 1. Do you guys agree with that? Okay. Same thing over here on this second fraction. Cosecant x minus 1, I would have multiplied cosecant x plus 1 times 1, which is cosecant x plus 1. Do you agree there? Okay. Now, I'm not even going to fool with that right side yet. I have like denominators, so I'm going to smush them together over one denominator. And then look what happens. I'm going to combine like terms just like I always do. What happens when I combine like terms in the numerator? I have 2 cosecant x's. So I'm going to write 2 cosecant x. What happens to my 1's? They cancel out. So that leaves me with 2 cosecant x over cosecant x minus 1, which is equal to 2 tangent x over cosine x. Now, there has got to be some way I can make those match. And if you look at your card, I'm thinking cosecant x minus 1. It's got to be on my card, and it is. It's cotangent x squared, cotangent squared x. So then I say, all right, well, that's not getting me to this. However, now I have a cotangent on the left. I have a tangent on the right. Something ought to work out. Something ought to work itself out. So here's what I do. And you may not have gone about this problem this way. This is just the way I'm seeing it. Now, of course, I'm standing before you and I see a different way I could have gone, because I could have cross multiplied at this point, okay? I'm going to go old school though. 2 cosecant x times cotangent divided by, my fault, cotangent squared x, okay? What is cosecant x? It's 1 over sine. So I've got 2 over 1 times 1 over sine divided by, what's another way I can list cotangent? And I'm looking forward. Over here on the right, I've got tangent over cosine. How can I rewrite cotangent squared? Cosine squared divided by sine squared. And then I'm going to clean up this fraction here. 2 over sine x times, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, sine squared x over cosine squared x. What's going to happen there? Because I'm multiplying fractions. I can get rid of a sign here. I can get rid of one sign there. 2 sine x over cosine squared x. I'm getting closer. Because now I've got a cosine in the denominator. I've got a sine in the top. How about this? Can I rewrite this? 2 sine x over cosine x times 1 over cosine x. If you understand multiplying fractions, then that should make sense to you. Look at that very carefully. 2 sine x over cosine x times 1 over cosine x. Would you think to split it up that way? And if you didn't, will you now? Is that legal? Yeah, and if you didn't know, then multiply it back out. And does it give you that? And it does. Now, why did I do that? Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to get 2 tangent x over cosine x. Can I do this? 2 tangent x divided by cosine x? Watch what's getting ready to happen. 2 over 1 times sine over cosine. Look what's happening. This matches, that matches, and I'm going to divide by cosine over 1, which means I'm actually going to multiply by who? Multiply by the reciprocal. Look at that. Now it all matches, doesn't it? That matches this. I could, if you wanted to do this and this, yes. If you wanted to do this right here, Cody, that would be okay as well. Can you leave it as this line, that whole line right there? I don't know about that. That this multiplied together. It's cosine squared. If you did this, if you multiplied this side, yes, you may. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, everybody cool on that one? 30 minus 45. Make sure I use the right formula because I've got a tangent of 30 minus tangent of 45 over 1 plus tangent 30 tangent 45.
7 minutes.
That I've recorded. We've been working the entire time. Okay. Now, here's the thing. 30-degree angle. Folks, this is the part that you have to know and you will not be allowed to use on your test tomorrow. 30 degrees, what's the ordered pair? Root 3 over 2, 1/2. 45 degrees is root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. And the thing you have to do, this is cosine, sine. We need tangent. Well, sine divided by cosine is going to be 1 for the 45-degree angle, right? The only one that I've got to figure is 30 degrees. Do you see what I'm doing? Come on now. Did you get those values? Okay. All right, so I may have done something wrong. Tangent of 30 is, I'm going old school, root 3 over 3 minus 1 divided by 1 plus root 3 over 3 times 1, which is going to be root 3 minus 3 over 3, right? Divided by, oh, come on now, 1 plus, oh, come on. Right? All right, here we go. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. What happens? My 3's cancel. Okay? Now, look what's going to happen. I have to multiply by the who? The conjugate, which is going to be 3 minus root 3 over 3 minus root 3. Right on? We have to FOIL on the top. And then we have to FOIL on the bottom, but we're only going to F and L. We're only going to multiply the first and the last. Why? Because the innards cancel out. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. Root 3 times 3 is 3 root 3. Root 3 times negative root 3 is negative plain old 3, right? Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. Negative 3 times negative root 3 is positive 3 root 3 over 9 minus 3. You with me? Yes. Okay. Combine like terms here and here, and I get negative 12 plus 6 root 3 over negative 6. You down with that? And then you guys know I'm going to factor out the GCF, so I'm going to factor out 6, which is negative 2 plus root 3 over negative 6, which is going to give me negative quantity. And positive 6. That's not negative 6. Y'all see where I made my mistake? So my answer is negative 2 plus root 3. Okay? Does that make sense? You have to be able to do that. Questions at all? That's 3. Let me give you the answers to all of these, just so you have them, okay? Number 1, you could have had 1 over cosine squared or secant squared x. Number 2, pardon me? That's 1A. Thank you. This is 1B. Thank you, though. 1B is negative cosine squared x or cosine squared negative x. Either one of those is acceptable. 2A, you got to get the left side equal to the right side. 2B, you got to get the right side equal to the left side. Left side equal to right side. Adjusted 2B. Left side equal right side. 3, I just solved that one, which is over there. That was 3A. Okay. 3B is root 2 plus root 6 over plain old 4. Number 4 is 36 over 325. Number 5A is 7 over 25. 5B, 24 over 7. 6 is 3 root 3 over 2. And 7A is 7 root 2 over 10. And 7B is negative 4 root 17 over 17. Now, those are all your answers. Which other ones do you need to see? Here's my suggestion. You work to get these answers. You've got to work through these. You have to look through this worksheet. You have to read through your notes. This is a huge, huge test. Huge test, okay? You better come in here tomorrow and you better focus your mind on this and nothing else. Anybody have, Carrie, did you have a question? No? Okay, I thought. Okay. Do you need to see them worked out? one y'all needed to see. Michaela, did I help you? Lexi? Yeah, anybody need to see any of the others? Here's my thing. I'm going to record each class today. So if you need a little refresher, I will post, what is today? 423 first block review, 423 second block review, 423 third block review, because I'm going to have different questions out of, by the end of the day, but by the end of my trig day, I may answer every single question through these with each of the classes, okay? Anybody have any questions at all?